Hi, I'm Blisy. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy.
Hey everyone, it's Blisy. I just want to do a quick video today discussing competitive battling formats. You guys seem to respond pretty well to the last few, simple discussion videos that I can just kind of churn out quickly because RNG videos take a lot of time because things can go wrong and such. So, yeah, I just want to do a little video discussing competitive formats and which ones you play, which ones you enjoy, which ones you don't like, etc. Competitive history for me, I started in Gen 4 when Diamond and Pearl, probably like a year after they came out in the US. I had gotten, actually it's crazy, so I hadn't played, oh, oops, I didn't mean to go on that. Well, so I didn't play Diamond and Pearl, but not because I didn't want to, but because what happened was, I don't know, the last Pokemon game came out in 2003 and I was in elementary school then a new one did not come out until I was in high school. So it was quite a big gap, and the only reason I played the game is because I got it for free. Some girl threw it down the hallway. She's like, this game sucks, and threw it down the hallway, and I did have a DS. I liked my DS. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I was like, can I have it then? And I just walked down the hallway, I pick it up, and she's like, yeah, take it. And it was Diamond. And so from there, I had been watching Maryland's walkthrough on YouTube, and I thought it was pretty funny. And I saw him battle a guy. I think it was the YouTuber Dysfunction. I watched him battle. And so the only competitive format you gotta understand that existed at the time, because there was no, you couldn't queue. You couldn't, right now you could just go and you could just queue up for a ranked and unranked, points-based thing for Pokemon for all their formats. But Diamond and Pearl didn't have that. PBR had that, and I don't know how long it came out after Diamond and Pearl though. But the point is, so the only place you could turn is, for me, the logical step was the Maryland forums. Then from there, you find out about the Smogon rule set because it was the only rule set at the time. So I'm a Smogon player through and through. I like Smogon singles. I like a lot of the tiers. Last gen, my favorite tier is probably RU. My favorite tiers tend to always, it's basically always OU, and then whatever tier for Alligator's doing the best in, I will play him in as well. So but I really liked RU actually last gen because it had a bunch of interesting, unique Pokemon. I like using a little Mola. It's a really funny Pokemon. But there used to be, especially when VGC first came out, and started really gaining traction, which I feel like was maybe Gen 6. It gained a lot of traction. I know it was a little bit popular in Gen 5. And it was in Gen 4, but it was super scared. No one really knew. It wasn't very widespread. No one knew a lot about it. Oh, I'm stuck in here. So I didn't really care about VGC for a long time. I didn't start even watching VGC or hearing about VGC until actually my dungeon master told me that he likes VGC and he doesn't like Smogon and he likes the doubles meta. So I gave it a look-see, and I kind of started learning about VGC during the worst possible time, I think, which was the 2016 meta, where it was all of the Ubers and stuff allowed, like all of the normally restricted Pokemon were allowed. So I started learning about it then, and the meta was pretty stale. And I dabbled with it a bit when Sun and Moon came out, and it's definitely unique. What I like about VGC, I'll tell you what I like about each meta, and then I want you guys to tell me which metas you play, and then which ones you both like about it. So I really like about the VGC meta, you have to be pretty creative with your... Okay, so let me rephrase. So VGC's meta is rotating. So when Sun and Moon came out, you could only use Pokemon from that dex, and that gives a lot of Pokemon an opportunity to shine. Now, Smogon does a similar thing with the lower tiers. You can use low-tier Pokemon in their own respective tiers, and they do very well there. But what I think is cool about VGC is Mega Charizard-wise, clearly the best Sun setter. And maybe there's some good Sun utilizers here, or Sun utilizers here. But you can't use Mega Charizard Y, so you have to use Torkoal. So you get this pairing of what is essentially some like horrible Pokemon, and I mean some Pokemon are obviously just better suited for doubles. Like Amoonguss, he's always been okay in OU, in Smogon, but he's very good in doubles. And so some Pokemon that normally wouldn't get seen at all, like I doubt Torkoal is going to be very popular in the current meta if there's a better Sunsetter allowed, but you get this interesting combos of Pokemon you don't normally see. Different Pokemon get the shine, and I like how you have to be very creative with your team combos and with your EV spreads and all that. You can't just put 252 on a lot of things. And Smogon, what I really like about it is the switching play. I really like switching out. I really like mind gaming. I really like double switching. There's just simply just less switching and less of that than VGC, which is just like... and I mean, it inherently makes Smogon's metagame much slower paced than VGC's, because VGC is a very quickly paced metagame. And I definitely prefer VGC doubles to Smogon doubles. Smogon OU doubles, not the biggest fan of it. So yeah, I would say Smogon, I like the switching aspect. I like the mind games. I do like 6v6. It's what we play in the games typically, stuff like that. But in Nintendo's, the format is a lot... if you're just playing the most popular format on Smogon, which is OU, then the diversity is significantly less than VGC, and I can't say that you have to be less creative, because there are plenty of very creative sets for Smogon, Smogon metagame. And now I'll talk about a little what I don't like about each one. So VGC, I think it's really dumb that they ban a lot of... basically, it just sucks that the mythicals are banned, because a lot of them are just not broken, but they're banned because they're banned because I can't think right now. They're banned because you can't get them in the game, which, you know, I don't like, because I would like to just see that. I also don't like that there's no sleep clause. I know it's less of a problem now that Dark Void, just you can't use it really at all. But yeah, I don't like not having a sleep clause, and that's probably... Oh, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I just like 6v6, but I prefer 6v6 to 4v4, I think. Even if it is, there's definitely a there's a reason they do it. VGC would be very different if it was 6v6 doubles. So Smogon, what I don't like is I think the meta tends to stale easier than VGC's years where the national dex isn't allowed, because the years when the national dex is allowed in VGC is also pretty stale. That's another detractor of VGC. Smogon, so I don't like how easy it is for the meta to stale, and the games are very... Smogon is very not cartridge friendly. For example, I have this Clefable. I want to use Clefable. You want to use it with Magic Guard and Soft Boil. Those are two of its best moves. You can't do that, like, at all. Like, you you have to get a Clefable from Gen 3 with 5 perfect stats, which, yes, I can RNG abuse it, but regular, you know, people that don't know how to RNG abuse, you can't do that. It's just very uncartridge friendly, and that's very much why hacking started a lot in Gen 4, because some of these sets, like Wish Bliss, was very popular in Gen 4 at the beginning of it, and you just couldn't breed in easily at all. So I don't like that it's not cartridge friendly. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for listening to my 10-minute ramble. Leave in the comments down below what you enjoy about the metagames that you play, and why you think people who don't try your meta, so like Smogon players tell VGC players, like, hey, this is why you should try my meta out, and VGC players tell Smogon metas, hey, this is why you should try our meta out. Because I think everyone could learn a lot and have a lot more fun by playing more metagames. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next video.